But still, though, those left-footed punts that come off the leg a little differently, as a returner, you really have to time it up or that thing could slip right out of your hands.
He can kick field goals, too. We saw him practicing earlier.
Yep. He looks more like a slot receiver than
he really does, yeah.
Brock Miller, guys, hasn't had to kick, meaning field goal, extra point, since 2011 in a game. Here's a punt.
That you're making, Andrew, did he impede the progress enough for that flag to be thrown? The answer was no.
Here's a punt from Miller. Here's Snell backpedaling and taking on the 10. John Kelly first. 3 Wake Forest guys on the field offensively for the Rams there.
But how about that, though? You're working in finance on Wall Street, which you're the talk of the town, by the way. I'm in New York 5 days a week. These guys are the coolest guys walking around the streets. And then you tell your boys, hey, yo, I'm out. I'm about to go play in the NFL.
I got to go play for the Warriors. Showing through me to Kimes. I'm Andrew Siciliano with Darius Jackson. Back to return the opening kick here of the third quarter.
Darius Jackson is the more experienced backup to Ezekiel Elliott, but how about Tony Pollard in that first half, guys?
Tony Pollard was pretty good, both of the rookies. And he was very appreciative, he said, of Jay Gruden, kind of keeping that quiet. Shane Waldron's going to do all 4 games for the Rams this summer. Miller, high punt. Davis underneath it, and he gets hit by Canero. It's the third quarter.
Yeah, it truly is.
It's the second preseason game. Wow. He is punny as you want to be.
Nate threw it down. I picked it up. I fumbled it.
Davis will let it bounce at the 10. And the Rams are going to get down there. They're going to down it. Well done there. Jonathan Lloyd, rookie wide receiver out of Duke. Number 10 slides on the 10, gets it on the 5. But there's, however, trying to cover a punt and be the first to down it.
Got a little too excited there.
Yeah, you got a little rug burn too sliding on that carpet like that.
At least it's cooler now. Temperatures dropped a bit.
The temperatures have definitely dropped. It was mid-90s earlier today, and it was muggy and it was hot down there on the field. It is a perfect warm-up, if you will, for week 1 when the Rams are going to open up in Charlotte against the Panthers on what undoubtedly will be a hot, muggy day there. They're going to re-kick now. So Miller gets a second shot at it. He boots it away from the 17-yard line. But you better believe it's going to be hot and muggy, and just like this, it was 95 in Charlotte today. There's another flag playing on. Would have been a first down, and now Miller is out to punt. He is a lefty. And Reggie Davis stands on his own 35-yard line. Spiraling kick. Davis backpedaling. Good kick. Fields it at the 25. And he gets ripped down.
Next play's outside linebacker. Next play's middle linebacker. One play he blitzes. Next play he's dropping back into coverage. I thought to myself, this guy got to be the most hard-hitting, versatile talent that I played against. Because usually guys that big, they don't run fast. They don't have hips. They can't backpedal. But Clay, he possessed all these skills in one package.
Former walk-on here. Sorry, man.
As Clay mentioned to Jamie, he's predominantly going to be playing on the outside.
If you have any doubt what Sean McVay thinks of the 4th and final preseason game, his laughter with consecutive drop passes would not be something you would see week 1 in Charlotte. Brock Miller's lefty punt is up in the air. There is a flag down. Stephen Mitchell also.
Because John Kelly was in the flat, and even that first play where he went deep, he had his running back in the flat. Sometimes you got to take the nickel and dimes in order to make the big play.
It was Jamal Davis off the edge, Bellamy from the inside as Brock Miller, the lefty, is back to boot this one away, and it's going to be fielded, and it's going to go nowhere. It's Stephen Mitchell, hit immediately by Kentner Cup. It is a 50-yard punt with. Got called for illegal man downfield. He's right in the middle of the line. Nate, what do you think?
Well, I know there's a rule where you have to pause and hesitate for a beat. You can't take off immediately when the ball.
Tiny booth, a lovely stadium, but a tiny booth.
He'll own a practice squad somewhere.
Yes, we are intimate in this booth. We are. Brock Miller, the lefty punter, gets that one away. And he was challenging plays left and right. You see the look on Sean McVay's face. Yes, it's another play for evaluation. However, he's got to have his team run down the field one more time. Fair catch. Chad Hansen. Almost identical spot.
On Webster, who at one point last year was leading the FCS in receiving yards, got hurt.
So great at stadiums and sit on their couches and say, we have no idea what's going to happen today.
Yeah, I say it all the time. This is the biggest soap opera in sports. Just the storylines. Amina, you mentioned it earlier. We're sitting here in the Texas Stadium. Can you imagine what this crowd, this fan base felt when they heard the news that Andrew Luck retired? I mean, it literally sent reverberations throughout the league.